Oh, Dota 2, one of the few games where players actually show respect for each other, show love to one another, and even when they lose, they celebrate with each other. That's what made me love the esports scene for Dota 2, but that's not always the case. This is the top 5 moments of unsportsmanlike conduct. Quick shout out to Eternal Envy.
Shout out to Alliance, which we will defeat today.
Loda, he's left. Sing Sing goes down. Without that damage, they can't do it. Alliance, they get the big damage dealer on Cloud9, and they do it all the way. 83 minutes in, and they take it.
Is that just download the replay? It's free for everyone. You know how to buy the ticket.
Those feels.
Going to Admiral Bulldog's perspective and watch what that guy was doing.
Yeah,
out of their mind. Out of their mind.
Just a quick word for Cloud9. You can see they're very distraught at that. They have gone down 2-0 as well. It's hard to find the words for them, really. There's very little that you can say.
Number 5, the puppy pause. Tactical pauses had never been seen in a pro match before up until Navi used it against Redefining Madness. Now in this situation, Havos got caught out and scouted by a Nyx assassin, and Windranger was about to throw a shackle shot when suddenly puppy paused, hence the puppy pause. So because of this puppy pause, the team was able to see shackle shot mid-animation and was able to save Havos, thus turning the team fight around. Now Merlini featured this match on a video called Tactical Pausing.
It's looking very bad for Havos right now. This is a tactical pause, and I definitely do think that, oh shit, there's a shackle, in Russian of course, and they're trying to plan out what to do right now.
Which Puppy took offense and called out Merlini, and I quote, "If you're going to keep contributing yourself in Dota, you better not be some lying faggot to get some viewers." Which later, Merlini responded, "It was meant to raise awareness to pause abuse, not slander an old teammate. Much respect for you guys still." Which later, Poppy clarified, saying, "If anyone's interested, I paused because Light of Heaven's mouse stopped moving. Was unfortunate. Match ID, those that care." But through this, a lot of memes generated, including the puppy pause and 1-800-MERLINI. So if you ever see anything suspicious going on, make sure to call 1-800-MERLINI. He'll solve the case for you. Number 4, the goddamn rage quit. So according to some sources, team member Dread and team member Goddamn from Hellraisers had an altercation. So in the middle of Frankfurt major qualifying match, where players would play for over $3 million, you see Goddamn playing Tusk, but then he dies to the Queen of Pain, and you just see him leave the match. So according to the sources, there was a joke that Goddamn didn't like, where Dread told him, "You can fucking leave," and Goddamn just left. So I guess it's never good to flame your teammates even in a pro team. Number 3, the Owie situation. Isn't life great? You just won TI5, you won $6 million with your team, the Aegis of Champions, everything's fine. Unless you're Owie 2000. So you would think after being the best in the world, the roster would stay the same, but nope. Not with Owie. EG decided to kick Owie 2000 and replace him with RTZ. The sad thing is, Owie didn't even know himself and needed other people to confirm for him. Later on, the manager for EG, Charlie Yang, confirmed it through a long tweet. But basically, a reverse Eternal Envy happened where you get kicked and win TI, but in this case, you win TI and then you get kicked. Now I can't go on and watch the Universe music video. It was all a lie.
You fit more than our team. Standing by and waiting at your back door all the time. How could you not know who are we? You belong with EG. Come join me.
Number 2, 2012 Toby1 Kenobi. The year is 2012. The International 2012 is just around the corner. You are Toby1, the greatest Dota 2 caster at the time. But remember, with great power comes great responsibility. So with Toby1 being the greatest caster at the time, it seemed that all that power got into his head. Toby decides not to cast the games that were assigned to him by Valve. He said, "Valve and I have a strong disagreement on the way the matches are allocated. There is no communication with the casters over their choice. We are just instructed. I personally know what is a good game to cast, and for a lot of them, we just went with the schedule. And would you believe it? It was a one-sided game. casting the same times over again. This is the reason why tomorrow we are selecting the games that actually have a bearing in the results of the group stages. To be fair, Toby had a point, and this is what he said. We are not being paid at all at the group stage coverage and are doing it with our own time and resources. Once at the US, then they pay, and I will go by their ruling. But a lot of people didn't take this positively in the Dota 2 community and said he was ruining esports. Many people believe that the decision not to follow Valve's schedule is what prevented Toby from casting the Grand Finals for the International 2012. Now comes the main event, where Toby and the co-caster from Join Dota, known as Join Dota Slash, were both the official casters together. But what happened was a little miscommunication ruined everything, where Toby told Slash that when Synderen got knocked out of the tournament, if it would be fine to co-cast with Synderen instead. While Slash agreed with this, it turned out to a big disaster.
It's a disaster!
Synderen's team got eliminated day 1, so Synderen got to cast with Toby at day 2 the whole day, although Slash said he didn't mind it. Come day 3, where he asked Toby, hey, when are we gonna cast together? Where Toby replied that he wasn't sure, as the Valve organizers haven't decided yet. Again, Slash just wanted to confirm if he would cast with him, and Toby replied, anything but the Grand Finals. Now Slash was surprised. He said, then why name me the official caster? Which then Toby replied, yeah, but I thought that it was always clear that Synderen is the preferential caster and you are the backup. With Slash took offense, saying, was it too damn difficult to tell me before the event? I don't like being left in the dark, and when I get my invitation, I accepted in good faith that the two of us would be casting pair like last TI. If I would have been told exactly this before the event, I could make up my mind at least whether I want to cast or not, but withholding such information up until the evening before the final day of the main event is completely unacceptable. As two people that cast together, there should be clear and honest communication between us. With Toby realizing what he just said, and trying to save the day, told me that if it's a China in the Grand Finals, then I would get to cast. And if he only got to cast the lower bracket / winner bracket matches up until the Grand Finals, then I would be his #1 choice. At that point, I flat out told him that I was completely pissed about how he handled the whole thing, but would be giving it my best nevertheless. After all, it was no good use letting personal issues lower the quality of casting for the community. Day 3 in the morning, 20 minutes before the match, Toby approached me in the players' lounge, telling me to get ready to go backstage, as we would be covering the first few matches. He then left, and right when I was about to go, 5 minutes before the match started, the Valve tournament organizer told me that Synderen would be casting. I was very surprised, and he at the same time also seemed irritated, as it had been decided a long time ago that Synderen would be the co-caster on day 3, he told me. Later that day, I came into the press area where all the JD guys were sitting. I found Toby there as I expected, and I really couldn't believe that he looked me in the eyes and didn't even say one thing. No apology, he didn't even bother to greet me. Just looked at me shortly and returned to viewing the game on the main screen. Such behavior is just without backbone. If you screwed up, at least have the guts to admit it and apologize. Either way, this is all in the past, and Toby has apologized for everything that has happened during his career. And to be honest, Toby is a better caster now than he was then. This segment was just to show that with great power comes great responsibility.
Oh my god, it's a black hole!
Number 1, 322 Solo. What's worse than a teammate throwing a game for you?
BT's forward, that's going to be the Beastmaster as Sumail. They do get a good ulti up from Puppey, and a lockdown on TNT! He's too far forward! 99 seconds on the sideline.
A teammate throwing the game and making money out of it. Solo, the team captain of Roxkiss, was caught illegally betting against his own team in the team season finale match versus Z-Rage. And then once StarLadder received some screenshots of Solo's total winnings, losing the game from an anonymous contributor, in a fit of rage, Vlad announced on his Twitter that Solo will be banned for life, while the rest of Roxkiss was banned for 3 years, which later, when Roxkiss members were found to be innocent, the ban was lifted, while Solo was still banned for a year. Later on, Solo admitted that he placed a bet on his girlfriend's account and gave an official statement, saying, "Guys, I'm sorry, I'm very sorry. I kept this secret from the team, and I could not admit it at once. I apologize to the community, and in particular to those who have supported us for my actions. I apologize to StarLadder and all the teammates at Roxkiss. I let you down, I'm sorry. I will be cheering for you, and I hope you'll find a good team and will continue to delight everyone with the play and the streams." Now, during the game, even commentators were questioning his plays.
It's supposed
Still
to say
some things
6
to
minutes.
stand out.
Ooh, hook shot. Made Sonic creep only. They actually want to try to go in with this. BCZ, he was already very low to begin with. 3 seconds set up on Solo as well. They just run in here to die. What's up with that? That's not good. Can they
They don't
get the
have
next
vision
one?
of this side of the map. They have vision of the right side.
Yeah,
Ouch,
let's see
Skyrath.
Rip. That's gonna be another kill. DNQ. Triple kill for Inquisitor. BZZ. He came back. Rocks himself into an ice bath. There comes a 2-second stun, and that's gonna be the clockwork on the sidelines. Well,
Fundamentally,
that
Chaos
was-
Knight IO, yeah. It's about positioning. Chaos Knight IO will punish your positioning if it's not completely careful. And as we were talking about, the more experienced team, your positioning has to be better, and it wasn't there, honestly.
I mean, I don't even know why he tried to hook in. He was so low. And then he ended up just dying anyway, bought back, and...
Duel in the bottom.
And that is where the meme 322 came from. And this is why this is number 1 on my list of unsportsmanlike conduct.
I wanna know where to go. I wanna know where to go. Give me the go. I wanna know where to go. I wanna know where to go. Give me the go. I wanna know where to go. I wanna know where to go. Give me the go. I wanna know where to go. I wanna know where to go. Give me the go. I want to go. I want to go. I want to go. Give me the go. I want to 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 go. Give me the go. I want to go. I want to go. I want to go.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you want to check out another top 5, here's top 5 moments for Team Navi. And here's the latest video I released, how to counter Tinker. And make sure to give the video a like, comment, and subscribe. But thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.